Hi everyone, this is Ann Keen, and I am doing an article summary on concussions. The title of the article I chose is 3 Underappreciated Sports Concussion Causes. The reason that I chose this article is because right now concussions in sports is a hot topic. So the article I chose is written by a sports neurologist, and he goes into detail about why he wants people to stop putting so much focus on football-related concussions and start understanding that there are other sports and athletes that are at high risk for concussions. Concussions are caused one way, and that way is by collision or blunt force trauma to the head, causing trauma to the brain. The number one cause of concussions is falling. Dr. Vernon Williams reminds everyone in this article that there is a lot of falling in sports. And even though currently the focus for concussions is on football, other athletes are just as likely and sometimes more likely to be at risk for concussions. Dr. Vernon identifies 3 athletes that are at risk of concussions. Those athletes include soccer players, cyclists, and water athletes. Collisions are very common in the sport of soccer. Elbows to the head or colliding when running towards a ball with another player are obvious ways that blunt force trauma can occur to the head. However, the technique of heading the soccer ball is the most common way a player may get a concussion while playing the sport of soccer. Soccer players use this technique where they intentionally hit the ball with their head in order to pass it to another player, to score a goal, or to win a battle in the air. And players from a young age are taught the correct way to head a soccer ball, where it can cause less damage to the brain. However, it is still an intentional blunt force to the head, thus putting each player at risk of a concussion. Dr. Vernon continues to talk about cyclists, and he cites that nearly 100,000 visits to the emergency room each year are due to bicycle-related head injuries. He continues to report that hundreds of those result in death caused by catastrophic trauma to the brain. These injuries can happen during crashes, falls, or collisions with a person or side of a mountain. Typically, water sports are more concerned about drowning and less concerned about head injuries. As stated before, a concussion occurs when blunt force trauma to the head is present. Dr. Vernon concludes that diving headfirst into the water or the impact of hitting your head against a wave while wakeboarding or water skiing can cause a concussion due to the blunt force of one's head hitting the water. Dr. Vernon makes the observation that in these 3 sports, soccer, cycling, and water sports, that concussion rates are going up or staying the same. However, in football, which has recently been in the media a lot for concussions, the rates are going down. He believes that the reason for this is that there has been such focus on athletes, on football players, and concussions that both the league and the team physicians have started to be able to identify early signs of concussions in football players and start to treat the symptoms much more quicker than in other sports. Dr. Vernon made some very good points. Right now in mainstream media, football and hockey are really focused on when it comes to concussions. It is important, as Dr. Vernon noted, to remember that the leading cause of concussions is falling, and that all athletes are at risk of falling, and that everybody should take the appropriate measures to stay safe from anything that could cause blunt force trauma to the head. Thank you.